FPS has been in a really odd state for a while now. We've had disappointment after disappointment, and even the games that have found some measure of success have had a hard time holding that momentum. Such was the case for Halo Infinite when the multiplayer launched on November 15th of 2021. Infinite got a ton of early praise from all kinds of outlets, myself included, mostly for its very tight gunplay and modern movement, while not going too overboard on it, as well as its unashamed emphasis on the classic arena experience. With Battlefield 2042's disastrous launch the month prior, Warzone's dwindling player sentiment with rampant cheaters, lack of map variety, and balance issues, Call of Duty Vanguard getting critically panned across the board, Halo seemed poised to retake its crown at the top of the AAA first-person shooter pyramid. And it just didn't. I've heard so many people say it's because arena shooters can't last anymore, yet Counter-Strike and Valorant retain massive player bases. Some say that the game's core fan base is too old and aging out of gaming in general, which I would again argue that Counter-Strike thrives despite being a significantly older franchise. To me, it seemed it was a combination of the lack of content and the confusing UI. Multiplayer launched almost a full month before the campaign, which cost at the time, and still does, a laughably high $60, and it was almost a full year until the game got forged. It's such a shame that the game's first impression couldn't hold up, because playing it now in the latter half of 2023, it's still such a breath of fresh air, and I love every second I'm in a match. It's not just the really tight classic gameplay that I love, which still feels among the best of first-person shooters available right now, but it's the inclusion of a ranked mode that makes me want to grind it out like I used to grind ranked in League of Legends or StarCraft 2. It's the Forge that allows the players so much freedom to create really amazing maps and express their creativity, or even just re-experience old classics from Halo and other franchises in a new way. I couldn't help but smile the other day when I played a match on a remake of Shipment from Call of Duty 4, and again on a remade Hijack from Black Ops 2. It's the cosmetics and character customization that are purely visual and stay within the core theme and mood of the game, at least for the most part. It's the game mode variety that allows me to change from something serious and sweaty to something more laid back and casual. It's the post-game stats that provide more detail than any other game I've ever played. Recently, after a match of Capture the Flag, I could see relevant stats like captures and defends, adjacent stats like kills, deaths, and KD ratio, and even more in-depth things like average life length, max killing spree, shots hit and fired, percentage accuracy, and total damage dealt and received. For a competitive-minded stats nerd like me, it feels like a dream. And best of all, the multiplayer portion of this game is still completely free. I know there are probably some players more involved than me that could produce a laundry list of nitpicks about the game's shortcomings or compare it against its titan predecessors like Halo 3 and bemoan Infinite's inability to fully recapture that magic. I can only say that as somebody who was there when Halo first took over gaming, I truly love the experience of Infinite, both as one of the best FPS experiences available today and as a vehicle to transport me to another time and relive my glory days. If you're someone who has any interest in finding a new FPS to play and you haven't given Halo Infinite a truly fair shot, I can't implore you enough to do so. You truly won't regret it. Maybe the rumored battle royale type mode that may come to the game can help boost the numbers and encourage new players to sink their teeth into a game that's difficult to put down once you've started. It could give existing players a truly new way to play the game, as well as maybe make a splash in the BR scene in general. Anyway, that does it for me, and I want to get your take on all of this. Do any of you play Infinite or are interested in giving it a try? What are your thoughts on Halo and how it sits in the FPS genre right now? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. With that, leave a like or a dislike, and I'll see you all in the next video.
Enemy captured your flag.
They have our flag. Take it back. Carry the flag back to base. They know where you are. The enemy carrier has revealed themselves. Classic kill.
Flag returned.
Aim true, Spark. You're about to be very popular. They know where you are.
Enemy flag returned.
Power weapons inbound. The enemy carrier has revealed themselves.
Enemy captured your flag.
Power weapons on the field. They have our flag. Take it back. The enemy carrier has revealed themselves.
5 minutes remaining.
Pop your shields.
Flag returned.
They have our flag. Take it back. Look there. An enemy flag carrier.
Enemy Spartans are closing in.
Look there. An enemy flag carrier.
Flag returned. Flag captured. Victory.